On today's episode of Watch Jericho, we are back with the Spyhunter Corvette, and we're gonna start getting this thing ready to head back to its owner. What is going on, guys? I am Watch Jericho, and today we're gonna take this thing out. We're gonna take it for a drive. Jake and I are gonna get it out on the road, kind of see how it drives, and then we're going to do a full inspection of it and see what this thing's like. After that, it's time to get busy. We're going to put a backup camera in it because that's one of the things Naveed wanted to help spy on people behind him. So we've got an Alpine backup camera and a tag mount. The camera might be a full day project because it's gonna take a while to get all the interior out of this and run all the wires all the way up to the front. So first things first, tires. That's the number one thing to fix today. So let's inspect this car and take it for a drive and put some new tires on it, some brand new Michelins. It's gonna be way better. These old Bridgestones that are on here have been on there so long, they're dry rotting and tread depth's starting to get a little bit low. So I went ahead and pulled the lift out already. Let's get this thing out of here. Oh, clutch. I'm so used to the brake. Taking the Z06 out for a quick drive just to kind of feel it out and see what's going on. But honestly, I don't think anything's wrong with this car. So we're in second gear, 4,000 RPM, switch. That was a Mexico right there. That was like 3 seconds long and it was a Mexico. I immediately got back out of that. But it seems like, I mean, the engine felt strong. I haven't seen there's no leaks that I've seen. So we're gonna put it up on the lift after this and kind of check it out. But here we are at the speed limit. Like I said, I drove it once before. And I found that when I went down a road like this, all of our roads here are like 60 minimum basically. We're going 60 right now, we're in 4th gear. If I go to 6th, there's 6th, and now you can hear like the chassis vibration. It's like coo, 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 coo. The engine's like lugging. So in 5th, it can kind of pull out of it. There's just a little bit of throttle. In 5th, it's a little better. 5th adds a couple RPM, a couple hundred RPM, and it feels good. I don't know. There's no like issues with this car. I think it's a nice car. Heads-up displays up there hanging out. Always cool. Ooh, baby! You can catch up to those cars real fast. Nice little burble on D-cell too. But honestly, you just kind of end up in 4th just trying to cruise around. Any less than that, and I think this thing struggles because of that massive K-Tech street. I forgot what camp. It's the street something, but I don't know what it is. Of course, we got the mild to wild switch. You can hear, and that's open. Close it, and it suddenly disappears 50% of the noise. Get back on it. You can tell it's way quieter. Let's leave it open. The burbles are kind of nice. The burbles are nice. Especially for still having like a stock looking exhaust in the rear. So we're in second again and we'll get on it real quick. So I've only found one real issue with this car, and that issue is the AC's at 67 and it's blowing 75-degree air. So the AC is just, if it's working at all, it's just barely there. So we need to fix that. And of course we got the battery problem solved. Wow, that road sounds nasty. Let's change the fluids and let's do a quick inspection underneath, make sure nothing's loose, and go from there. All right, let's get this thing up in the air. If you've never lifted a Corvette before, I know it looks weird, but also know that we checked the lift. That's pushing about as hard as I can. I trust it. There are very specific lift holes on the Corvette, and these are directly on the pockets. Maybe it could come forward a little bit, but to get it any further forward, you need like triple the 2x4s or race ramps. So soon We're gonna get race ramps over here, the thin ones, the ones that are like this tall or something like that. Maybe a little bit taller, because this really low cars is just such a balance trying to get them on a 2-post. Let's see what's underneath this thing. Or this does look like it was a New York car, because there was maybe a transmitter or something mounted there for the toll roads or something like that. Kind of tough to tell. There's not like a hidden radar detector in it or anything. Maybe there was at one point, but you know, there's studs sticking out of the bumper where they don't belong. So it's interesting. It's got the Z06 front lip on here. We have some sway bars that are just massive. Look at that. These are way bigger than new ones. So the Z06 ones are already huge, but these are the Johnny O'Connells with white line sway bar links. Those are also baller. We got a PDAF logo in there, so it's the PDAF suspension, the kings of Corvette road racing there. Those guys are pretty cool. And we've got something that looks a little wet in here, right there, quite a bit of wetness. Where's it coming from? All this is oily. I do not see where that oil could be coming from. The engine's dry, no front main leak, super dry. This looks a little oily, but this cooler's dry. It's actually a good question where this is coming from. Maybe from the rack. It's possible, but it's not like dripping on the floor or anything. There's no leaks where it's been sitting for multiple days. There's not a single drip over there. Engine dry, rear main dry, the torque tube, I mean, the bearings feel good. The entire exhaust is heat wrapped, which is pretty cool. And here's our lines to the oil sump right there. See, they run over into the fender. The big pot of oil. Torque tube comes through. This thing's really clean, honestly. And we've got more PDAF suspension. You can see it's got some brand new shocks, sway bars. Right there. It does look like there's a little leak right there. I don't know what that would be. Maybe the fill port on the side of the diff or something? It's actually kind of interesting. It's a little wet on top too. There's also aftermarket lowering links. They look brand new. I know it's hard to see past that casting, but you see that silver bolt, that's the lowering link. It's brand new going into the leaf springs. Everything's tight. Well, that one feels good. Give it a little twist. Wow, the whole front end is just so tight. Whatever. All the bushings look great. There's not a leak. There's not a broken boot. It just doesn't have any miles on it. So I think everything here is good, except for whatever might be slowly dripping up here. There's a little bit more of that drip. It's on a power steering line. I wonder if that's where it's coming from, way up in there. Oh, yep. Looks like the pump, not the rack. Well, it's working fine, and it's not enough of a leak to be torn apart right now, that's for sure. So we're gonna leave that thing alone. Well, there you have it. That's the underbody of the C6Z. Now we know what's done to it. It's pretty cool, sounds good, and honestly, the alignment should be zeroed out. This, I don't know what alignment's on this. I think it's a stock alignment, but it's definitely wearing the inside of the tires really badly. That's traditional on Corvettes, and if you go to the PDAF alignment specs, they stop scrubbing the inside like that. So it's equal, and it's just normal on these things. I think you zero out the camber for the most part, and it solves the problem. The PDAF alignment specs, if you guys ever want to align your Corvette the way I like to do it, it's on their website. They have a PDF, and you just hand that to your alignment guy and say, please use this. Sometimes they'll fight you and try to use the factory specs, but if they use these specs, it saves your tires, the PDAF specs that is, and yeah, it keeps this from repeating all the time. What's up, tire gangster? Got your Corvette.
All right,
dude. Look at those tires. They're creeping right there. We already got it all set up, ready to go. These things are literal steamrollers. This is a hand. This is a standard human hand if we're sizing these things out. Man, what a crazy tire. 275s in the front, and those are like 315s on the rear or something. Huge. All right, Gio. Have fun.
I will.
Thank you.
Yep.
And it's done. We have the meats. Pilot Sport AS3s. So these are the all seasons, and man, they are the meats. Take a look at that back tire. You can't even see the whole thing, it's so big. Anyway, time to get this thing out of here. Also, we might have gotten wet at the same time, or dirty. And there you have it, the Spyhunter Z06 is back in the garage with the brand new meats. Arby's. We have the meats. Anyway, actually feels nicer on them already. The tires on the front were original to the car. original. That's how old the date code was on those. And the rears were pretty shot too. So now we're good to go with some brand new tires. It'll help this thing out a lot out on the highway. So in the next episode, we'll do some more work on it, get the backup camera in there, get the fluids done. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop, watchjargo.com, where you get cool shirts, not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. And I will talk to you next time.
How's the scooter game?
Scooting?
Scooting.
We scooting out here.